In line with President Muhammadu Buhari's directive to adapt the homegrown school feeding program as one of its palliative projects to provide succor to the vulnerable in the society, coordinators of the initiative have been working with the Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board to distribute palliative packs to households of pupils in public primary schools. After a stakeholders meeting held to work out the modalities of the implementation, the chairman of the board, Honorable Wahab Alawiye King, board members and officials of the National Homegrown School Feeding Program paid a visit to one of the warehouses. The chairman noted that all the households that will benefit from the project had been identified and disbursement will soon commence.
This is part of the presidential directive that the homegrown school feeding program must continue in spite of school closure. So the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, in collaboration with Lagos State Government through State Universal Basic Education Board and other governmental agency have been working for the past 4 weeks to ensure that this directive is carried out. That is what we are doing here today. We have identified all the households that is going to benefit from this, and we are here to monitor to see what is going on here.
We have decided that we will involve so many stakeholders so as to ensure that nothing goes wrong during the event of distribution. For the past 2 days, our officers have gone around the state to go and do identification of households, and after that, there will be distribution of vouchers for the various households that have been identified. With that, we are sure that no household is left uncared for. It will interest you to know that we have 202 centers in the state, cutting across all the LGAs and the senatorial districts of Lagos State.
Speaking with Education Report on TV, the special advisor to the president on homegrown school feeding program, Mrs. Titilayo Adeyemi Doro, enjoined the state government to take ownership and ensure maximum reach and prompt delivery of the items.
This is the warehouse that we got for Lagos State, and as you can see, the packaging of all the items are ongoing. In each of these packages, we have 5 kg rice, 5 kg beans, palm oil, vegetable oil, salt, half a crate of egg, and then tomato paste for the children. So we are going to be taking it to them in their household. Now, what the federal government is doing is basically coordinating the process, but the state governments are supposed to take ownership, because this strategy was developed with the partnership and collaboration of state governments to decide on how best to reach the children.
Each household will receive 5 kg bag of rice, 5 kg bag of beans, palm oil, groundnut oil, some sachet of tomato paste, half crates of eggs and salt.